6 years ago, I started from scratch. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but as the year went by, I figured out that I wanted to be an inspiration to others. I wanted others to see that you didn't have to be the most popular, the most successful person. You just had to be yourself, and soon enough, you would inspire others. So thank you for allowing me to embark in my dream. Anything is possible, and if you dream big and you keep pushing forward, that little dream from a little seventh grader can become a reality. So I encourage you all to dream big and never allow others to belittle those little dreams, because they are all worth it and can make a difference in someone else's life.
Good morning, Sages of Academy. Welcome back to our first edition of Project Red. My name is Sofia Carballar, and alongside me is the always lovely Daniel Esteve. I hope all of your summer breaks went well. How was yours, Daniel?
Well, actually, mine was pretty good, Sophia. A little short, as usual, but... Oh, you know what? Speaking of summer, we have our newest addition to the Project Red family, Patti Elizondo, out on the SJA campus talking to other kids about their summer vacations. Patti?
Thank you, Daniel. Today we're going to be interviewing some students, seeing what they did this summer.
I went to Beijing for an international leaders conference with my friend Carlos. He's not here at the time, but we had a blast. We met a lot of new people.
So we went to cheer camp at UT. We got superior ribbons. It was a lot of fun. We bonded with our cheer coach. Got a lot of team support. We met a lot of girls from around Texas.
This summer I went to Amsterdam for the first time, and I fell in love with it. I actually found a flat that I wanted to rent, and yeah, I would go back definitely. It was a lot of fun, and the food's amazing.
And now back to you, Daniel.
Thank you, Patti, for that great piece. We're glad to have you as a part of our Project Red team. So, Sophia, it's part of our Quote of the Week time now?
Yes, it is. And our quote of the week brought to you by Willie, our senior, and our very own staff here at Project Red. It is, "Be yourself because everyone else is already taken," said by Oscar Wilde.
All right, Sophia, so I guess it's now time to send you off with Miss Baird for another section of our Bairdology. Enjoy.
Welcome to this school year's first episode of Bairdology. And here with us is Miss Baird, and we will be doing...
Okay, Sophia, so today we're going to make homemade lava lamps. And you can do this with any sort of material, all stuff that you have around your house. We just have different size bottles. Any material, any size, any shape will work. Regular cooking oil, plain drinking water, Alka-Seltzer, and food coloring. So all of this stuff you should have at home so you can do it whenever you want.
Okay, and let's start.
Okay, so go ahead and grab that first bottle there. So in there, Sophia, you just have a little bit of water. You can fill it up as much as you want. That's where our dye will end up sitting at the bottom. And then you want to fill the rest of your bottle with oil. You might want to try the funnel.
Okay.
Here, I'll help you. So just fill it up to the top. You want to leave a little room up at the top so you can add your Alka-Seltzer without it overflowing.
Just like that.
Just like that. And you'll keep adding it, and then eventually what you'll see is as the oil and the water settle, the water is going to stay down at the bottom and the oil will stay up at the top. That's because the water is more dense than the oil, so it'll sink to the bottom. Then, once you get to this point, Sophia, you can go ahead and grab some of the food coloring.
What color do you want, Miss Baird? Red or blue?
You choose.
Okay, we'll go with blue. Or red, school colors.
And Sophia will add 8 to 10 drops in there, and you can see it float down to the bottom because the food coloring is also made of water. So it's going to sink down. And then eventually, after it sits for a while, and again, after the oil settles, you'll get something that looks just like this, okay? And once you get to this stage, you can grab your Alka-Seltzer, and we have it just broken up into little pieces here, so they'll fit through the tops of the bottles. So you can grab yours. And then you can just drop the Alka-Seltzer in, and you can put as much of it as you want. You can try these two over here if you want to let that one sit.
Okay, perfect.
Then as soon as the Alka-Seltzer starts to dissolve in the water, we see it carry all the colored bubbles up to the top. So you sort of have a homemade lava lamp. And for a special effect, you can set this on top of a light or a flashlight or something so you see it really illuminated.
Wow. And that's going to be going on for how long?
It'll last for a few minutes, and then if you wanted, you could just put the cap back on any of these bottles, leave it, and then you can add Alka-Seltzer in whenever you want.
Oh, perfect. Thank you very much, Miss Bird, and don't forget to do your lava lamps. And you can always look for us on our YouTube channel to find the recipes and all the ingredients that you have to use to make your lava lamps. Thank you, Miss Baird.
No problem. Bye, guys.
Well, that was very fun. And now with Daniel for a very special report on missions.
I'm here with senior Beba Gutierrez discussing her recent mission trip to Moore, Oklahoma. So Beba, what was the reason you guys went to Moore?
Well, we went to Moore for our missions trip this summer, and we went in Oklahoma. There was a tornado this summer, and it was very devastating. So we went to help out as volunteers.
And what were some of the things you guys were required to do to assist those people that were affected by the storm?
Well, we picked up the debris in the streets because the houses were totally torn down. We also went to the park, cut off trees, cleaned the area, and other stuff of that sort.
Okay, and so when you experienced something that devastating as there was in Moore, what were some of the things you take back from that, and what impacted you the most from that experience?
Well, I was very impacted because it was horrible how everything was, and the people would drive around and offer us food all the time when we were working, and even though such a devastating thing happened, they seemed very, not okay with it, but they seemed fine, and they seemed full of faith, even though this happened.
Well, we all really appreciate your work over there, and we really thank you for coming into the Project Red studio, and we hope to see you back here soon.
Thank you.
Wow, Sophia, that really was an interesting piece I had with Beba. We're all
was.
so grateful for all the work they did. It was really an interesting thing for them to go all the way to Moore to help those people out. So, Sophia, I hear we have another segment on the show.
We do. We have a new segment called Question of the Month. And what you have to do is ask us any question you like through our Twitter page at ProjectRed_SJA.
Hi, I'm Daniel Steven. Welcome to our new segment and our first edition of Sports Talk. Starting from the middle of the summer, St. Joseph athletes have been actually practicing for their fall sports for a long time, starting with cross country. Waking up at 6 in the morning and running countless miles. I know I couldn't do that, but the cross country runners seem to do it quite well. And we're looking forward to seeing our cross country runners run throughout this season. And also, it's about that time of year, football time. Last Friday, the St. Joseph Academy battled the Rio Hondo Bobcats in their first of 2 scrimmages. Now, a scrimmage isn't like a usual game. A scrimmage starts off with one section known as a controlled scrimmage, and then you have 2 quarters of live play. In our controlled scrimmage, St. Joseph Academy won the game 1-0 with a touchdown pass from senior Adrian Gutierrez to senior Adrian Guerra. Now, in our live play, it was quite the same story. St. Joseph Academy Bloodhounds came out on top, 14-12, with 2 touchdowns, one from a pass from Adrian Gutierrez to Adrian Guerra, and another run from senior running back Brandon Baron. Another highlight play coming from defensive junior Jorge de la Garza, stopping the Bobcats on the goal line to get the win for the Bloodhounds. Now we look forward to their upcoming season. We look forward to seeing you Friday night when the Bloodhounds play the Lopez Lobos at Canales Field. We hope to see you there, and we look forward to our St. Joseph Academy athletics.
Great segment, Daniel. And now for our Marist Challenge of the Month. So, it's a new school year, and there's a lot of new faces here. So we inspire you to make a new friend and talk to someone that you don't know.
Well, Sophia, I think that's all the time we have.
That is all the time we had. But remember, guys, It's always a good day to be a bloodhound.
Stay classy, St. Joseph Academy.